Hello, welcome to the next class in the Electronic Product Design lecture series. We have already started with the first unit content, that is man-machine dialogue, and in this man-machine dialogue important is user interface design. Considering user at the center, five elements of successful design are important, and those five elements are cognition, ergonomics, utility, image, and ownership. We have already studied about cognition and we have just started with ergonomics. Now let us study further about ergonomics. This is a simple block diagram of user and centered design, and the five elements are shown, that is cognition, ergonomics, utility, image, and ownership. So if you see second important element, that is ergonomics, then from user's point of view, fit parameter is very important, and from designer's point of view, form is important. Now what is ergonomics? Already we have seen definition of it. It is nothing but collecting data related with human beings. What data? Physical parameters related with the human beings, and using that data in the design of product so that product becomes very easy and fit for using. So if you see this diagram, then in this diagram different positions of user or human beings are displayed and different measurements are shown over here. That means when the person is sitting, standing, whenever he is sitting on the stool, reading something on the table, writing something, switching on and off lamps. So while using all these things, different parameters, that is length of hand, legs, reach or limitations, different angles, all these parameters are very important, and collecting data regarding all these parameters and using it in the design of the product from user point of view is nothing but ergonomics. So whenever we have to include ergonomics into the design of the product, then we need to consider important aspects under ergonomics, and those are workplaces, lighting, and cues. Why these things are important? Because ergonomics is related with accessibility, equipment arrangement, and fit of using the particular product. So if you see about the workplaces, then what is important? Then how should be the equipment that is put at the workplace, its arrangement, sitting positions of human beings or the person's posture of particular human being is very important to be included in the design. Why this is important? Because it affects the health of the human being, because if the particular user or human being is going to walk in the workplace or in a difficult condition, then it is not possible for him to work for a longer duration. Because if the equipment arrangements, sitting or postures are not in a proper manner, then it starts giving the particular user lot of problems, neck ache, backache, problems with the head positions. Like this, many problems occur. That's why these things are necessary to be included in the design. Then second is about lighting, and third is about cues. Cues are nothing but indicators of functions, and we'll see different types of cues and about these indicators in the next slide. Now see about the workplaces. As I told, workplace should always be comfortable for any user or any human being. Why? Because a particular product may be used in variety of situations, And in all these situations, human being or user should be comfortable with the particular product itself as well as in the workplace condition also. So workplace condition includes, as I told, equipment arrangement, posture and sitting. Simple example is whenever we are working on the computers, desktop computers in the labs, what we feel is position of the uh, human being, that is where is sitting on the chair position, chair height, as well as a person is using keyboard. So keyboard should be at accessible level and it should be easily accessible and handy to use. Then sitting, a person should sit in a straight manner so that his vertebral column will always be remain set. These are the simple things that we need to consider whenever we use desktop computers in the labs. So that means workplace or working conditions should be like that. We have seen in our college and various colleges that separate tables are there, separate computer chairs are there for using. Why this is important? They are considering ergonomics whenever we have to use computers. Then second thing here is related with limits, comfort, angle, reachability. Whenever you are using certain electronic equipments or products, or you are operating certain lights, then those products or limits or controls of that product should be within your reach, within your, it should be comfortable for you. Whatever your angles of your hand, those should be within reach, or it should not be abnormal. So you should design workplaces with certain rules. So what certain rules are? You must avoid awkward positions of the human beings or user. You must consider normal limb movement and everything should be in the reach of the particular user. Then you should always provide security. You should reduce hazards. Then proper temperature and humidity should be maintained at the workplace so that the person will feel comfortable and there will be minimum fatigue in using the particular product. So that's why this workplace arrangement is very important in the design. Now second, this diagram you see again related with the ergonomics, it shows about accessibility. Whatever a person wants to access a particular product, anything, then it should be easily accessible. What this diagram shows, it shows different diagrams related with grasping the things, capturing the particular device, then using plier. Like this, different things are displayed over here. This is just for indicating that whatever product is accessed in the particular workplace, then that product, it must be easily accessible. So you should provide product design such that human will feel easiness into it. Now the second important point besides workplaces is about lighting. How should be the lighting included in the workplace as well as instrument or product lighting? That is very important, because when we operate a particular instrument, then we must consider lighting intensity, its angle, how much area is covered uniformly with sufficient light and intensity. These things are important. Why? Because sometimes glare appears on the screen and that glare is distracting. All of you might have come across this glare whenever we use smartphone screen or we use computer or laptops. From some angle, we find it many times that glare is coming on our eyes and this glare is very distracting. So the product should be designed such that glare should be avoided. Now this is applicable for many electronic products, because for the electronic products, lighting is very important, and many display panels, they are also such that light intensity is the sufficient light intensity is necessary. So, while designing any electronic product, lighting parameters are important. Lighting parameters means uniformity about the light intensity and avoiding glares. Now the next aspect in the ergonomics is cues. We have seen first aspect as workplace, second aspect as a lighting, and third one is cues. Cues are of different types. Basically, what are cues? Cues are nothing but they are indicators of some functions along the products. And there are three types of basic cues. These are visual, auditory, and tactile. Now we'll see one by one with example. First we will see about visual cues. So visual cues are nothing but visual indicators and they provide rich clues. So what comes under visual indicators? Lamps come under visual indicators. Different LEDs used on the devices or products. They are also coming under visual indicators. What they indicate? They indicate certain attributes. All of us are familiar with these visual cues because we are using microprocessor or microcontroller kits in our labs. Okay, you have already used in second year, third year microcontroller kits. So what do we observe? This microcontroller kits or microprocessor kits, they have certain number of LEDs with different colors on the kit design. Simple example is whenever we turn on our microcontroller kit, then it shows power on LED. Then we have different IOs and where we have different LEDs for the outputs also. So whenever we send data on the output LEDs, then the LED starts glowing. Another simple thing is most of the time we do program on the computer and we download our program in C or assembly language onto we do program in C or assembly language, we convert it into executable file and using Flash Magic, we download it on the microcontroller kit. So whenever we download program from PC to microcontroller kit, then there is a one LED that glows and it shows that the program is successful. Even whenever we have to run our program, then also one LED is there that it glows whenever program is running. So what are these? These are nothing but these are visual indicators or visual cues. So important is there should be sufficient number of cues. Too many LEDs or too many lamps on the particular product, they are confusing. So there should be sufficient number of cues and specific attributes should be given to these cues or lamps. Now, next that comes under these visual indicators are pictorial symbols. What is so special about pictorial symbols? Pictorial symbols describe a particular situation very quickly and efficiently. And it is useful for those persons or for those people who speak in different languages. Not always in English or not always in Marathi. They may speak Tamil, Kannada or maybe in the different languages. So pictorial symbols are necessary for these people who are speaking different languages. So what are these pictorial symbols? These symbols are, we have already seen at many places these symbols. That is, we see symbol for the battery, fuel, for the temperature, we see thermometer, then we see symbol of warnings on the different products, then alarms, symbol for this. So these are pictorial symbols and they are essential on the products. And third category on the visual cues is about shapes. Now shapes gives visual cues for different operations. Simple example is about door handles. What we do with the door, we either push it or we either pull it. So how is our pushing position and how is our pulling operation done by human beings? Based on that, the knobs on the handle or door handles are designed accordingly. So whenever we push it, then the most of the time door handle is in the horizontal bar position, and whenever we have to pull the door, then door handle is in the vertical position or vertical manner. So this is nothing but it is a shape wise visual cue that is indicating you push or pull operation of the door. Same things should be applicable for electronic products. Now the next cues that comes under this ergonomics are auditory cues. Auditory cues are very significant, and we have seen many examples of auditory cues also. Auditory cues indicate what? They signal unique and infrequent conditions. Simple example is different types of alarms we get from different electronic products. These are nothing but auditory cues. We take example of any automobile or vehicle. Whenever we are turning the vehicle, then it is showing turning indicators, alarming also. Whenever the door of the vehicle or car is left open, then also we get alarm. If somebody unknown person is trying to operate or open your car, then naturally security alarms we hear. So these are nothing but what? These are auditory cues. Simple, even we can take example of fridge. When we open the door of the fridge and if we keep open it for a longer duration, then fridge starts alarming. So it shows that you are opening the door for a longer duration. So like this, on many electronic product or equipments, alarms are there and they are indicating something. You can take example of PC or computer troubleshooting also. Simple thing is whenever we switch on our computer, then a typical single beep comes. If there is a problem related with the memory, and if we switch on the computer, and then if it starts giving continuous beeps, then it shows that there is some problem with the memory, and we must find out what is the problem related with the memory. Like this, while troubleshooting your computer, different beeps or different alarms are generated and they indicate different situations. All this is related with ergonomics. This is a simple picture of pictorial cues. It indicates first symbol for battery, then symbol for fuel, symbol for oil tank, symbol for thermometer, for alarm, for warning, for telephone. Like this different symbols we see everywhere, even on the electronic products. So these symbols are important for the persons who speak in different languages. Then let us study about tactile cues. What are these tactile cues? Tactile cues, they are also indicators, but these cues use different sizes, shapes, pose, textures to differentiate different functions. Of course, there are size and shape limitations for the tactile cues. Tactile cues should be large enough to grasp with fingers. We take example of remote control. On the remote control also we always feel different knobs are there or different buttons are there with rough texture. They indicate different functions. So this completes about all the aspects that are coming under ergonomics. So we conclude here about this second successful element in the user interface design or man-machine dialogue. In the next lecture, we'll see next element of man-machine dialogue. Thank you.